Oh yeah, how are you doing? So I'm going to go through something which I think is really important in this one. It's how you use reports to do better in your GCSEs or your A levels. But this one is focused around the Edexcel A level. So if you're not watching this live, and a lot of you like to watch streaming recorded, but why not make sure you're subscribed and that you have your notifications on so that you when you go live, you can see this live and you can ask me the questions as I go through. So this is going to go through Edexcel examiner report for 2018. I'm not going to tell you everything that's on it because that wouldn't really be fair if people are going to use them for mock exams, but it might give you some pointers what people didn't do all that well in them. And really last year, one of the things it said quite clearly on the 2017 examiners reports was that students weren't doing the potential dividers questions very, very well. And yeah, guess what? On the 2018 papers, there was a big question on potential dividers. And well, people did a little bit better, but still not really, really well on that. So first of all, some general advice with using exam papers. I'm actually making a video at the minute. I'm actually making a video at the minute, which is stop. You're doing too many exam questions. Okay, and that sounds a little bit funny, but I think people are relying on just doing the exam papers, making sure they know the answers to the exam questions that they've got there, and then they're not really focusing on learning how to solve the problems in the papers, how to solve the problems in the questions. So if you don't learn how to solve the problems, then you just end up learning the exam answers, the answers to those questions, rather than being able to solve any problems. So when you do an exam paper, there's a total of 6 hours of study for every exam paper. There's a total of 2 hours just to do the paper, or however long the paper should take. Let's say 2 hours to do the paper, and then maybe 2 hours to go through it, mark it, and correct it with the mark scheme, and then another 2 hours to go through really carefully with the examiner's reports. And that's really what I'm going to talk through today, is the examiner's reports. Okay, so make sure you do it in that kind of way, and you focus that time. You don't just do it and mark it, or worse, like look at it and then look at the answers, because you're not really learning anything if you do that. I'm a little bit concerned that I've kept this live feed to private, so I'm just going to double check that and then I'll be right back.